Welcome to Funky Fridays with Bo, featuring weekly episodes of what goes on around the world before the weekend starts. We will share with you tips and recommendations of what you can do on a Friday night or plan something for the weekend ahead to take on the world. If you are into entertainment, food, fitness, nutrition, and sports, then this is a podcast for you. Now, here's your host and MC and magician, Magic Bo.
What's up, people? We are here live today. Welcome to a brand new episode of Funky Fridays with Bo. So, in today's episode of our podcast and our live, we have Zacky. Zacky is with us today. Zacky is a bodybuilder and he has been involved in this sport for the past 8 years. And he has taken part in a lot of competition. And recently, he won first place at the regional Squeaky clean competition. Is it in the Masters category as well as Class B over 170 cm category?
Yeah,
okay.
True.
His journey as a bodybuilder is one we can learn from, coping from weight problems since young. His heaviest was 110 kilo. He started to be conscious about how he looked probably about 8 years ago. That's why he takes bodybuilding. All right, so hello everyone. Hello Zacky. This show is all about having fun on Friday night and talking about your passion and something which is close to your heart, which is right now your bodybuilding. That's your passion. So for the listeners out there, while you are waiting for the election results, I know you all are very anxious. For your info, voting has been extended to 10 p.m. So you can still tune in. If let's say this show overrun as like 1.5 hours or what, you can catch the results, okay? So you can Google, if you are in YouTube, you can Google Funky Fridays with Bo and you can catch our conversations there as well. And we are also in Facebook Live, yeah? So, okay, so to get yourself warmed up, yeah? Maybe you can tell the viewers out there more about yourself as well, your age, and how long have you been involved in bodybuilding?
Currently I'm 43. Started off 8 years back in late 30s. I've been competing in 7 competitions for 8 years. If you count Manhunt as a competition, I don't think so because that's more of a pageant anyway. And I was not on diet during that time anyway.
Okay.
Just having fun. So there's up and downs when I'm competing because prepping is no joke. It's very difficult. Whenever, especially when you're just starting, you have never experienced the kind of prep before. Well, that's hell for me. But once as you go through, I start to enjoy the process as you see your body change. Because mostly people, when they come to me and ask me how to build muscle, I will always tell them that depends on how your body looks like. If let's say you are already at the massive side, you need to go on a diet first, bring down your body weight first before you can actually build muscle. Because building muscle is just not like just around your fingertips. It takes a process. But if let's say you're already skinny, then it's okay to just build muscle straight away. So basically, why I'm doing this is I love the sport. You know me, bro. We have been around for very long. Like we've been childhood friends for very long. So especially during our times, we don't usually watch bodybuilding, we watch wrestling.
Yes, anyway guys, for your info, Zacky and myself has been schoolmates actually. We are from Ihua Secondary School. So we met at school often. So that's how I get to know Zacky.
Wrestling was our days,
Of course, man, of course. People like, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, that was our time, man. Yeah. So, okay, Zacky, people told me that when you want to start bodybuilding, you should start when you are younger, probably at 18, 19, when your hormones are raging. That's what people told me. But look at you, man, at 35. You said you late 30s, right? So I predict probably about 35. You managed to take on that sport. So how do you manage that, man? And what was your motivation in picking bodybuilding as your current passion?
Okay, actually, I started weightlifting when I was in my early 20s after NS. So I was already picking up and I was supposed to join one competition during that time. So suddenly it was postponed. And the current date that it was postponed to is after Hari Raya. Then I was already on diet. I was already leaning out. And then you expect me to go on after fasting month or something. You need me to grow skinnier. So I was like, let it go. So I just lost interest, see. So once you lost interest, I still weightlift, but I don't feel that the motivation there. Like, why am I doing this for? For what? Is it? So after a while, I just give up. Just do whatever I want to do. Actually, to tell the truth, there is no age barriers when you should start and when you should not start. But of course, it's good to start early. The foundation is there because that is where your testosterone levels are all very high. You know, you can grow naturally faster if you train hard enough. At a certain age, our growth start to plateau. You see, so because our testosterone level is not that high, so we tend to grow slower. And as we get older, body aches is no joke. Really, you get pain around here and there, shoulder pain or scalping. And then when you train legs, your knees start to give way. So I always tell people, if you want to start early if you can. But if you start early, usually people tend to quit because, like I say, there's no motivation around it. But you first of all, you need to love the sport before you actually go through. Because this sport is not about, I need to look good. If you just want to look good, you know, just to impress someone, just impress a girl or anything, you see? Then I always tell people, better don't do it. Don't waste your time. So what? Let's say if there's no one to impress, you just give up. Yeah, there's like no point at all. You come to me, then when a young person come to me, hey bro, how to be like you? I want to grow jack or this kind of thing. Then I will usually ask, for what? Why you want to do this for? And I say, oh, want to look good. I say, you want to look good, you go jogging. You can still look good, right?
Yeah, I tried. I just finished jogging just now, and it was like, I'm gonna die, man.
Jogging also is a very good exercise.
Yeah. Just pumping up your heart rate.
So why you want to go to the gym and waste time with all those supplements? Correct, right?
Yeah, correct. I read somewhere that you were 110 kilogram last time. Okay. Yeah. So how do you manage to reach there? 110.
Okay, yeah.
And was it binge eating or not exercising? How does it affect growing up, or that 110, man, 110?
Okay. You know me when we were doing school. I was not fat, I was chubby. Right? I was on the chubby side. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes. You are a bit chubby, a bit lah.
People usually make fun of me, like call me like 1, 2, 3 yellow bada or this kind of thing,
Yeah, no lah, not me.
Yeah, not you lah. I know you're a good guy. I don't feel down actually. Whether I'm fat or I'm skinny, I just love myself. So I learned to love myself. But there's a time where because I still exercise, I'm still happy. I work out, I jog, I stuff. But there's a time where I hurt my both knee ligaments. I tear both of my knee ligaments because of heavy squatting last time when I was in my early 20s. Then I broke my ankle because of soccer. So then after that, I tried to go back. So I joined my first full marathon, Standard Chartered, 8 years back. So while training for that, I hurt my back really badly. So I was barely able to move for 6 months. So that is where I was like just giving up and just like, to hell. I just eat, drink, or scouting, just enjoy myself. That is where everything go haywire. I start to grow fat or scouting. But actually when I was fat also, I'm confident of myself. See? So I don't mind. But when I meet my coach, my current coach right now for 8 years, we've been together for 8 years. He's actually my best friend. He's called Muhammad Ridwan. He's actually my closest friend. During that time when I started bodybuilding, he was still in NS,
Okay.
He was still,
okay.
He was still in NS. I was shocked that he remembered me. So he said, bro, first thing he saw me, I said, bro, what the hell happened to you? And then he said, I just give up, bro. I said, bro, this is not the Zacky I used to know. I know you work hard for it, no? What the hell, man, happened? He said, so where's your passion? Then he start criticizing me. That is why it hit me hard. I said, someone who used to not to be together with me during my up and down suddenly saw me like that. It hurts me, you see. So he told me, I still remember he told me, bro, if you want to come back, we need people like you to come back in the bodybuilding scene. He said, because usually people think that at a young age, you can be someone. So he said, at an older age, so you can still achieve what you want. So, but we agree within each other when I start competing is, of course, when we prep for a competition, we always want to win. But at the end of the day, it's being judged, see? So winning or losing, that's not the factor, but we give our best. So it took me like nearly 8 years to win first in my competition, but I will never give up. So I always tell myself that whatever I do, I try to beat myself. I'm not trying to beat my competitor. I'm trying to beat myself, better myself. So even like this time round, you saw the competition, I win both of my categories, but when I go to the final, the overall champion, I didn't get it, you see. I didn't get the overall champion. And I asked the judge, what is my weakness? He said, I'm not big enough. So I understand. That. Usually people, when they hear that from the judge, they always say, why am I not big enough? Well, I don't think for size. It's true, right? So for me, I don't question them. They have the right to judge. Yep. So I always say, okay, you say that I'm not big enough. So I'll work towards my weakness. I won't put that down, I'll put that to a target that I need to go. Okay? So there is always something that is driving me through. So being fat or being skinny is up to a certain person's confidence, you see. So I always tell myself, people call you fat. Why are you so down when people call you fat? I say, it's you. Before you love yourself, how are people supposed to love you? Be confident for what you are. I always tell them, being muscular is not something to look for, but being healthy is much more better. Yep. You can live longer. It's just being healthy.
I agree with you. It is never too late to start anything, be it a hobby, study for a diploma or even your master's, For you, bodybuilding really need a lot of patience and discipline, like watching what you eat, watch what you drink, and your daily routine and whatnot. So maybe you can tell us what is your daily routine like, say when you are preparing for a competition.
Okay, bro. Basically, I'm working shift, So I have morning shift and I have evening shift.
So you have a day job, not a full-time bodybuilder.
I'm not a full-time bodybuilder. Everything, okay, whenever you see me competing overseas or all kind of thing, right, it's all paid by me. So bodybuilding is not cheap. So for me not to have a day job is quite difficult, you see. So when you need to work, you need to prep for a competition, it's really stressful. It's putting stress to your body and you look lethargic. And if I'm working day shift, usually when I go back home, I'll prep my food for at least 2 days, but today and tomorrow. So after prepping my food or something, I will eat. Then I will go to sleep maybe around 12 to 1. Then I will wake up maybe around 4 to 5 to get ready. Then I will reach work. I will put my bag and I will do my 30 minutes cardio or 50. Usually 50 minutes cardio. 50 minutes cardio, just fast walking. Then after that, I will go to work, start work. Then during lunchtime, for lunch, I will just sit on my table. I just eat lunch. So I have an early lunch for myself. So during lunchtime, I will go to the gym. I will do certain workouts, one body part first. Then after that, I continue working, eating, and then after that, after work, I'll go to another session of gym, another session of cardio. Then I'll go back home and I'll cook again. So basically, when I work in the evening shift, it's even worse. So usually when I go back home, it's around 3 plus near to 4 a.m. in the morning. So I need to cook. So basically, I will sleep around at 6 a.m. Now I will wake up around 9:30 to 10 just to prepare, heat up all the food or this kind of thing. Then go to the gym, work out or this kind of thing. Then go to work. So basically, it's a routine that every day you do that. After a while, I'm not worried about the diet. It's just that I have very little sleep. It's very tiring. So whenever on my off days, right, I would just like to spend my whole day sleeping, resting, because I have totally not enough rest. Sometimes when I go to the gym, after one workout, I will just space out. And I don't even notice that I'm spacing out. Until a friend of mine say, hey, you okay now? Wake up. I say, I'm okay. It's just, even my coach sometimes when he see me, he knows that I don't rest. No. I say, bro, have you rested enough? No? I say, bro, I haven't rested, bro. I've been working out for 7 days straight or 8 days straight. He will usually vulgarities will start to come up from his mouth. He says, bloody hell, if you don't rest, it's not making your body better, it's making your body worse. Because you may get injured. Say, bro, he asked me to rest. Sometimes when I want to go to the gym, I say, bro, better go home now. I call you, you're not at home, you better watch out. So usually I'm being forced to rest by him. But what pushes me is the competition itself. I just want to beat myself. I want to make my coach proud. I want to make my team proud. Because I have my own team. See, we have a bodybuilding team called Team Black. This Team Black, we're actually families. We support each other. So usually they keep on pushing me, say, bro, you can do it. You can always beat yourself. They you support each other, we motivate each other. So whenever I'm on prep while working, I'm never in a good mood. Even when I'm at work, people look at me and say, you're on diet. I say, yeah. So people don't talk to me. Sometimes when I come to work, people don't know also I'm working on that day. I just come quietly, I just do my job quietly. I speak lesser, and then I don't talk to people inside the gym. I just plug in, do my workout as fast as possible, finish up, and just go home. I just don't want to do anything else. Even I used to be in a relationship, I spend 1 hour or 2 with my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend and something. So I was thinking, why am I going out anyway? So after a while, people get pissed off with you, see. Bodybuilding is something that you only care about yourself. It's very selfish. It's a very selfish sport because you care about yourself. You need to look good for yourself, you see. So anything doesn't matter to you for now. You yourself matter to you. So after a while, people usually who don't get it will never understand. So they start to get pissed off with you. But lucky for me, I have my coach, I have my team. You know, they are always by my side. Even until now, you know, we are still family. We just go once in a while, we catch up. It's good to have a team actually, to have a good coach actually. The best is to have a good coach and have a good, you know, supporting barrier around you if you want to do it.
There's a question from someone, I think it's my Facebook friend Iskandar. He asked whether...
Matoha, is it?
No, not Matoha. I said Iskandar Ramli. I've lost touch with Matoha. Okay, so he said, target which area first to build, stomach or the chest or arm areas? So how which area do you target first to say to get fit and whatnot? What's your take on that?
I always tell people, target on your leg first. You need to have a good base, you know. If your legs are strong, right, bro, upper body, no problem. So, bro, you remember when the first time I go to the gym when I was in my early 20s, right? Okay, I was always on a bicycle. No? When you go to the gym, everybody was like looking jacked. Like you feel, oh shit, inferior, you know. So, oh, they are bigger than me. But during my time, during our time, all those old school bodybuilders are different from now. They are more low profile. Then they will see you like every day come to the gym and say, hey, what you're doing? They say, come train with me. So the first real workout I have, right, bro, real workout was legs, you know. God damn it, I vomited for the first time, see? And I was unable to walk for 1 week.
My goodness.
I was unable to walk. So he asked me, then after that I go to him and say, why you hit my legs so hard? I say, bro, if you can endure legs and if you're strong, your upper body, no problem. That is where they will know that whether mentally you are strong or not. If you tend to give up, right, they know that mentally you're not strong. So you can never do this thing. You tend to give up. So usually I will tell people, target on your legs first. Having a good arms is not something to look for. I find it weird. Your arms so big, your upper body so small, your legs so small. Then like, you know, I don't know what to call that. Then sometimes you see like those people have good upper body but no legs. I don't call it, but I just find it funny, you see. Then some of them like have, for me, upper body is don't train your arms too often. Don't train your arms too. Because when you train your chest, you hit your arms too. When you train your back, you hit your arms also. When you train your shoulder, your arms also will hit a bit. So don't train your arms too often. Maybe, you know, you can start up your back, your legs, your back. Okay, legs is the biggest muscle. So start with your legs. Then maybe your back. Then subsequently your chest, your shoulders. Then your arms. Then your triceps, something. So start from the core. Usually the core, the legs. The abs, people always tell me, oh, can I do sit-up and abs will come out. If you never go on diet, your abs will never come out.
It's still there lah. The abs is still there.
It's still there, but it's
one
hidden.
pack only, one pack.
Yeah. It's hidden. So I always tell people, you need to go on diet to see abs. Then always people say, oh bro, I go on diet, but why I never see abs? Then I always tell them, do you do sit-ups or abs exercise? No. I say, then they tell me, no. Is abs a muscle? No? I say, yes, it's a muscle. Your chest, you want your chest to grow bigger, you want to get it more defined, you do bicep curls. No? Yeah. Then your abs muscle, you don't need to work out. It's a simple thing, right? I say, you still need to work out on your abs, then your abs will come out. Abs will come out when you do abs workout and you are on a very clean diet. That is where it will come out slowly. Because your fats are going down. If it's covered with fats, okay, if it's more than 15% body fat, right, you can never see abs. But if it's lesser than 15%, 18 and below, 18 is actually shadowy. But 18 and below, you start to see abs. That is how low your fats must be, you know. So don't tell me like, oh, I do abs every day, but I lazy to go on diet. Then how am I supposed to help you with abs? Abs will never come out. For a woman, it takes a longer time. Because usually their body fats are more than men. You see? So for a woman, it takes a longer time. So usually start from the core first. I always tell people, start from the core. Slowly build yourself out.
So it starts from your leg, your foundation, the leg.
Yeah, your foundation, your core. Then
on Monday, I will tell my PT to start me on my legs.
Bro, you should start on your legs, bro. Don't be shocked if you start on your legs, right? Oh, you'll be stronger. Seriously. You can run longer. Sprinters have good legs, right?
I used to be a sprinter lah. The leg's still there, the thigh is still there lah. Just need to shape it up only.
It's covered.
Okay, when you are into bodybuilding, do you have to learn a lot about the body parts and how each muscle plays a part in the building of your body? So do you go into like certification to know all this, or is it just learn about it on the fly?
Okay, for me, when I start lifting weights when in my early 20s, I thought that I know a lot. So when I start back bodybuilding and I start for my first prep, actually what I learned, right, it's actually bullshit. And then because you see muscle, but certain muscles is not like out there. You know that muscle exists, but you cannot see. So usually I go on the fly. I start to throw out whatever I learned last time. So I relearn everything. So I meet up with, I'm willing to beg, meet up with people that have experience in bodybuilding, those who have done a lot of competition before. Those are champions. I'm willing to meet up with them, learn from them how to do this, how to get this workout done, and kind of thing. Then how a certain body part will move. Then after that, certain workout I will take from them. Then maybe their workout doesn't feel good on me. Like, I'm targeting on that, but I don't feel that body part working. So I tend to, change a bit here and there just to fit me. Certain body parts, it's so difficult to get that because you cannot see, especially your back. So you must go by feel. If let's say you are hitting that body part and you feel that is where you're hitting it, right, then you should be okay with that. So usually I learn from the fly. Then after that, I try it out for a certain prep. Then I see if that muscle is coming out. Then it's working well. It's true, right? So usually I learn from the fly.
So in bodybuilding, I always heard of this term bulking, cutting, prepping. I don't know what is that. So what's the difference?
Okay, bulking, you need to get bigger. You need to get bigger. But don't go on messy bulk. I don't believe in messy bulking because I tried messy bulking before.
Messy or massive?
Messy. It's not massive, it's messy. It's okay to be massive, but not messy.
Oh, messy bulking. Okay.
I eat whatever shit I want to eat. I just eat whatever I want to eat, have fun, enjoy food, all this kind of thing.
That's messy bulking lah.
That is messy. That is messy. So when I join another competition, just 1 week of dieting, I feel like hell. I feel hell because I thought I was building muscle because I look big, but no cuts at all. It's just big like that. No cuts at all. So I think I think I built big enough. I'm building muscle. So I was on cut after 1 week. You start to have withdrawals. Like you have no energy, you cannot walk, you start to get giddiness, or this kind of thing. Then when the real cut come in, right, it's actually small. So actually what I gained during that time was not muscle, it's fats. So after that, I asked my coach again, so how should it be done? So right now, I'm doing the 80-20 diet. 80-20 diet means that I try to keep my food clean because I'm eating like 4 to 5 meals a day. So maybe if I'm eating 4 meals, I make sure around 2 or 3 meals of my food is clean. Then 1 or 2, maybe I eat whatever I want to eat. If let's say I'm eating 5 meals, 3 of my meals is clean, then 1 or 2 I will eat whatever I want to eat. So it's balanced up.
When you say clean, what does clean means? Clean meal?
Like I don't use it's very tasteless.
Okay. Oh, tasteless.
Okay. But, okay. A lot of people think it's tasteless. It's true, it's tasteless, but you can actually make your food tasty. And I always tell people how. I always tell people learn. How to learn? Ask Google. Google will teach you everything. It's true. I learned from Google. You say what seasoning I can use to make your food tasty. What kind of like soy sauce you can use. What kind of like mustard you can use. What kind of like chili sauce you can use with 0 calories or something. Google teaches me and I find. So slowly, few competitions I go in, I start to enjoy my food because it tastes nice. Because I'm the kind of person I cannot eat if my food don't taste nice. I will vomit out. Yeah, I will vomit out. So I remember when my first prep, right, my coach told me, okay, bro, you are able to eat this. But he never teach me how to make it taste nice, no. So for the first few weeks, I was like, what am I eating, man? Every time I want to eat, I want to vomit. Every time I want to eat, I want to vomit. So after my first comp, I want to go for my second comp. I said, okay, I need to learn how to make my food taste nice. So I go to Google, I research, say what can I use, what can I use, what can I have seasoning or something. So once I research, I will try it out during my off season, during my bulking. I try it out, okay, this one tastes nice, I can keep. This one don't taste nice, I throw away. So okay, after when I go through my second competition or third competition, I actually enjoy dieting because my food tastes nice, is it? So that is what I call clean food. And usually for me, my carbs, I go for basmati rice. I don't go for white rice because white rice is considered high glycemic index. Basmati rice is low glycemic index. So it's much more healthier. But of course, it's much more expensive. But, you know, it's healthy.
Sushi rice cannot, sushi rice.
Sushi rice considered white rice also. Sticky rice.
Japanese one, a bit different lah.
You not joining competition, okay lah, no problem. Enjoy.
I've got two questions in Facebook. One of it is the same guy, Iskandar. He asks about, does body type matters and does results differ on each individual when you are...
It does. If let's say, if you are on the heavy frame or thicker frame, you will look thicker in a certain competition, you see. So, but for me, I'm on a middle frame. So I'm not that big, I'm not that small. But for me, it can change actually. I tried myself during this year's competition. Because I'm not known to have a small waistline. I have a thick waistline. So I was telling myself, I'm trying out this certain exercise to whether see if it works or not. So for that prep, right, I actually did that exercise mostly around 1 week, twice or thrice. That one certain exercise. Funny thing happened is like, when I was on competition, it actually works. My upper body looks wider, thicker, but my waist is actually small. So I was like, oh, so certain exercise actually will help you shape your body up. You see, whether you want a smaller waist or certain bigger waist or something, or thicker upper body part. So of course, body type matters, but you are able to change. But it will not take fast results. You can see it slowly change. You know, because your body needs to get used to it. You see? Basically, that's it.
Okay. Then the other one is, she's a lady. So do you work out from bottom up, like legs to abs to bicep to shoulders, or is there like a different days for these different parts of the body?
Okay. For me, I have when I work out, I have a different body part every day. You see, like for certain days, like I start off with bicep and chest workout. Then after that, I usually in 1 week I will do 2 back workouts. One is pull to make my back wider, and one is mostly rows to make my back thicker. So I will like you do chest and bicep, then maybe like back pull, all the pull workouts. Then I will do my shoulder and tricep workout. Then I will do my rows. Then after that I will do my legs. Then it goes again and again and again. Usually I have a plan what to do to myself. Actually, it's still that works.
You have a schedule, like you prepare for yourself, what day do what, or
usually I will think like, okay, like tomorrow, yesterday I train back really, okay, today I train leg. Because my rest day, I don't have a fixed rest day. You know? I listen to my body. Sometimes your body is just too tired for you to go to the gym.
True.
So, okay, I rest. I don't usually have a fixed rest day. I listen to my body. If my body needs rest, I rest. If my body don't need rest, I just go on. So usually, because my rest day is odd, right? So I just think, oh, yesterday I trained what? Then today I train this body part. For me, certain people like to few workouts like chest, bicep, back in one go, you see. But for me, I like to work one major body part and one minor body part. Usually my back, because your back is a very big muscle, so you need a lot of concentration. So I just focus on that. Your legs also, of course, is another big body part. So I just focus on that itself. So to have a schedule, actually, it will make your body look better. It's more symmetrical. It's more nicer. But depends on what you do. Actually, there's no right or wrong in certain workouts. So it depends on what suits you. Certain people suit with this, certain people suit with that. It's up to individual actually.
Okay. So, Zach, I watched in admiration when you posted the videos on your win at the last year's competition, where you got first for your Masters and Class B. So, can you tell us more about what are these categorization about? Since some of these listeners my listeners are very new to bodybuilding. So what are these categorization about, and is it the same categorization which is used all around the world?
Okay, it's used all around the world actually. See, for me, I'm competing in men's physique. Men's physique usually they don't go by weight, they go by height, and they have one category called Masters. Usually Masters is for those age 40 and above. That is Masters category. So the other open category is all by height. They have short class, middle class, tall class. So 170 and above is considered middle class. Then I think 175 or 176 and above is considered tall class. And then 170 and below is considered short class. For classic is a different category. For classic, they follow weight category. Okay, if you're weight and height, if you are this height, then your weight must be this. If you are this height, then your weight must be this. But you are categorized in your weight categories. Okay? Bodybuilding also by weight. But of course, if you go for an IBB Pro competition like Mr. Olympia, there's no weight. Just bodybuilding, there's one big, massive, gigantic people. But usually men's physique by height, classic is by weight and height, and bodybuilding is by itself. But I'm trying to go, I'm not saying that I can go. I'm trying to target classic next. Classic. I'm going to up myself. I'm still competing in men's physique, but I'm going classic next. I'm trying it on classic.
Okay. So there is the different. So physics is a different type of competition, and then a bodybuilding is a different type of competition. Is it?
Yeah. Okay. Men's physique is they judge you more about your upper body part because you wear broad shorts.
Oh, no wonder. Because I thought bodybuilding now wear shorts, don't wear underwear.
No. Then classic, they wear like squarish trunks.
Okay.
And then your posing is more old school, like during the 1990s, like Arnold Schwarzenegger time, Ronnie Coleman. The classic kind of posing.
I see.
The
No
more
wonder.
aesthetical kind of posing. Then bodybuilding is the one that wear trunks, the one. But classic, they are judged like bodybuilding. But classic also needs to have a smaller waistline. You still need to look aesthetic. Need to look aesthetically.
Okay. So now then I know the different why you are wearing board shorts when you are okay. All right. Got one more question. So Zach, do you compensate the days or hours you miss doing exercises, or like on certain days that you are not exercising, then the next day you suddenly push yourself out, and does that include like cutting your food intake? Let's say you don't exercise, then you don't eat that much. Do you do that?
No. I don't usually do that. If I don't work out, rest, then the next day when I go to the gym, it's still the same thing, and then I'm still eating the same food. Because when you're working out, actually you're burning calories. Your food, your calories are down, you have no energy sometimes. So when you're resting there, you are just like, putting in all the calories that you have lost, building up, then repairing all the muscle body parts. Resting is about repairing your body, repairing your muscle, resting up, heal your pain, heal your muscle. Then after that, when you work out again, that is where you're tearing up the muscle again. So you're tearing up the muscle, let it go, that kind of thing. So usually I don't compensate on hours. Like if I don't work out, I just take it rest. So the next day when I work out, I just work out. Usually people will think that, you look fat the next day when you work out. Actually, it doesn't matter. I always think that, okay, if I rest the next day when I go to the gym, I'm actually stronger because your muscles are resting. I'm still eating the same food. I'm not like, cutting down my food. They usually, people always have this high-low day, like high carb day, low carb day, high carb day. I don't like that. Very complicated. For me, my carbs are always the same.
Okay.
I always eat the same. I don't have high carb day, low carb day. It's like then some people like count calories, or how many calories you eat, how many carbs you must take, how many protein you must take, how many fat. I won't say it doesn't work. It works for people. So you can follow that if it works for you. But for me, I go old school. When I go old school, last time bodybuilders, they usually don't count this kind of thing. They just have carbs, they just have protein, whatever they want to eat. They just eat. The only thing they are eating clean, that's it. So I don't like to confuse myself because it's already very complicated. I don't like to make it more complicated.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, just keep it easy.
So this, besides the food that you eat, you still have your whey protein, all the different those supplements that you take.
Okay,
so
usually I take fat burners on prep.
Okay.
On prep, I will take fat burners. Usually I'm not on prep, I don't take fat burners. Usually my supplements for off season is much more lesser than my supplement when I'm on prep. Because for my supplement when I'm on prep, usually I take CLA, conjugated acid, or something to burn fats or something. Then BCAA pills, then a lot, bro. Sometimes I cannot count. So usually my drawer, right? If my mom were to come over, because I'm living alone. If my mom were to come over and open that drawer, he thought I'm opening a pharmacy inside my house. But when I'm not on prep, I just have the basic like pre-workout, BCAAs, and protein powder or something.
So protein powder, I read protein powder is like a must, is it, for you
No.
to bulk up?
No. Last time during the 1970s, 1960s, where got protein powder? People blend chicken, no?
Yeah, well, do you
Don't
take
be
like...
shocked. Some people still do that, okay? Still blend chicken, right? Chicken breast. Don't be shocked. Some people still do that because they are too lazy to eat.
Oh my goodness.
It still happens.
Okay.
But
Alright.
for me, it's like, okay, protein powders is a supplement. It's called a supplement for just to help you. It doesn't actually, it's not necessary actually. It's just to help you. I always tell people, food is still the most important thing. Because if you emphasize on just protein powder don't make you full. No? After a while, you're hungry. Food is actually the one that is keeping you full. So I always tell people, you can still take protein powder, but maybe that one day, take once, just one time, maybe 2 scoops just one time. Then the others is all your food. I emphasize on food more, not on protein powder, because I believe in keeping yourself full so that you don't have any cravings, then not making yourself full and you always want to munch something inside. Correct, right?
That's right.
Humans are like that. You just like to munch something.
Of course. What to do? Anyway,
I always
okay.
like to keep yourself full.
I'm going back to 2016. That's where I heard you took part in Manhunt Singapore. So Manhunt Singapore, is it masters or seniors? So I'm not sure.
Senior. There's no
Senior.
master.
Oh, okay. Senior. And you got second place. My goodness. Maybe that's crazy, man. So can you tell us more about your experience in taking part in this Manhunt, as well as your other bodybuilding competition that you have taken part before?
Okay. Bodybuilding is totally a different thing, you know. It's like Manhunt, when I go in, I was like, what the hell am I bringing myself into? It's like totally a different. It's a male pageant, you see, and you need to, model, you must learn how to walk, that kind of thing. Then you know how awkward it is to wear tiny trunks.
But that was the jump start of you going to bodybuilding, right?
I will never. Okay, this is me. I will never go to bodybuilding. I will stop at classic.
Classic, okay, classic. Physique, classic, yeah. Correct.
Physique and classic. Classic, I will stop. Because I don't like to make myself look too big. That is where, certain people like to look big. Certain each individual priorities. For me, I just don't like myself to look too big. Too massive. I still like to make myself look more aesthetic. Where people look at me and people know that something is achievable. Then when I go to bodybuilding, I know I'm too big and it's very difficult to achieve that. It takes a longer time, see, and my age is catching up. So I think I cannot go that far. So I will stop at classic. I won't go bodybuilding. So Manhunt. Okay, actually I tell you the truth, right, bro. I don't know what I do also, bro, in Manhunt.
But there are a lot of photos, photos of you in.
They just go in, take photos, kind of thing. Then, the final, we need to learn how to do performance, or stuff, thing, to do performance. Then we must pose around wearing trunks. Damn it, it's so cold. People are watching you. I feel so shy. Then you must dance using that trunks and stuff. So, actually, for the competition, I blanked out. No, I don't know what the hell am I doing also.
Why? In the first place, why do you sign up for it?
I just want to give it a try. It's something different.
Okay.
Right, let's give it a try. And to tell you the truth, I was not on diet during my hand. I was never on diet. That is where I'm trying the 80-20 diet for the first time. 80% clean, 20% junk. I tried the 80-20 diet. So I was never on diet. I was just eating whatever I want to eat. So people were shocked that I lose a bit of weight during the final. And they asked me what I do. And then I say, try 3 days before you eat buffet. Then after that, you kena diarrhea. So I had diarrhea for 3 days. Then suddenly I lose so much weight. So actually there's no secret. So, why I joined Manhunt, why I look like that when I was in Manhunt is I just want to tell people that by eating healthy and just not go on an extreme diet, you can still look good. Because it's a male pageant. It's not a bodybuilding competition where you need to look chat, you need to look great, that kind of thing. It's a male pageant competition where looking good and people look at you, then they know, oh, this kind of body I'm able to achieve by eating healthy. But not like, pushing myself too hard. That is what I'm trying to do. And also, Manhunt, when I joined, right, I was not actually going for the win. There was never in my mind to win something in Manhunt. I just want the experience itself. By the end of the day, also, they asked me, how do you feel? The question I still remember, they asked me, how do you feel if you were to win Manhunt? I said, I asked them, actually, I'm not thinking about winning, man. No, because, okay, bro, you know me, bro. We are not born with a silver spoon in our mouth. We work hard to where we are now. During our times, we are not born rich. Families are not rich. You need to work hard to where we are now. There are certain ups and downs in our life where we start to treasure what we have now, you see. So that is what pushes me to go further. Every setbacks that I have, I always tell myself, it pushes me stronger in the future. Everybody have that. Even you have that certain taste that, you just like feel like giving up. You just still tell yourself that, why am I living for? True, right?
Yeah.
So during that time that I feel that without something to push yourself forward, like for me, bodybuilding, my passion, I can never be the person I am now. See? And without my coach or my team having my back, right, I tell you, I will never join until 7 competitions in a row. I will just maybe stop at 2 or 3, because they always tell me this thing is not something simple. It's not a shortcut. There's nothing in the world is shortcut. You always must go through and up and down just to get to where you are now. Yeah. And I tell you the truth, people always tell us that, oh, you go competition, first time you go in, you can win 1 time. If you are lucky, you can win 1 time. But if you're not lucky, then what are you going to do? Give up. I always tell people, don't ever give up. It took me 7 competition, 8 years, bro, to win first place. And I always tell myself, don't ever give up.
Yep.
If you want something, go that far. And now I'm aiming for the IBB Pro card. And I still haven't get there. But I'm telling myself, every competition, try to push yourself nearer to your goals. Take small steps instead of taking big steps. Because by taking a giant step, right, you will have a faster fall. But if you take small steps, you actually start to treasure the things that you have. That is what I believe in.
So, okay, Zach, this is quite a sensitive topic that I'm going to ask you. You can opt not to answer it.
It's okay.
I have always heard about, steroid being rampant in the bodybuilding scene. So have you been approached by anyone or before? Is it very easy to get steroid here? And while you are at it, maybe you can share with us what would the motivation behind who took steroids and the dangers of taking steroids and its side effect. Care to share more?
Actually, every medicine is dangerous. Even Panadol, there's side effects. Sleeping pills, there's side effects. Cough syrups, there's side effects. Nothing in this world, there is no side effects. True or not true?
Yeah,
true, right?
I agree.
Okay, having people approach me about steroids, there is. And I always tell them, why do you want to take it in the first place? Tell me why. Give me a good answer. Then they tell me, oh, I want to look good. Then don't waste money. Don't waste time. For what? Just to look good. Then, when you die also, you look good. You die also, you become skeleton, bro. There's nothing. You don't look good when you're dead. So, I always tell them, don't take something just because you want to look good. And I always tell people, before you learn to take something, learn how to eat properly. People always think that, oh, he takes steroids, that's why he can become like that. Yeah, I take steroids. But you know how hard I work to get there? Steroids is not a miracle drug. Just like by taking and you rest at home, you watch Netflix, oh, next day I'm jacked. No. I respect people who take steroids actually. When they take steroids, right, they work harder than people that don't take steroids. People that don't take steroids are in the gym with their handphones, texting, playing games, watching video, and then sit down there for 30 minutes, don't know do what. But people who are taking steroids, they work harder because why? They know that they need to work hard just for that thing to actually work. They need to go on a clean diet. How much suffering they must go, bro. And for those people who say that I never take steroids, okay, you don't take steroids, good. Try to do what they do. Go on their diet. You can take it, not true or not true. So don't ever look down on people and just say, oh, he takes steroids, I don't look up on him. So bro, there is no right or wrong in this world. You take something is at your own will. You are not forced by anyone to take. But don't just come to a person and just tell that person, hey bro, you take steroids, no? Can you recommend who? Can you recommend me? No? In the first place, who the hell are you, sir, to tell me like that? I don't even know you when you come to me like that. And I always tell them, bro, do you know about nutrition first before you take steroids? I say, don't know. Then you take for what? Oh, I want to look big. Big only. Then look big, get what? Nothing. So better don't waste time, don't waste energy, and don't do that. Steroids is dangerous. It's true, it's dangerous. But anything that is taken at a prescribed matter won't be that dangerous. If you take over the limit, that is where it will become dangerous. Just take at a very mild side or a bit higher. It will be safe. And to tell the truth, I take steroids. I admit, I won't lie to anybody. I won't lie. No point lying, right? But I take it when I'm on comm. When I'm not on comm, I don't take it because we have something called PCT where you need to clear off all the things inside your body. But before I take something, I need to learn how to eat right. I need to learn how to work out. I need to work hard to achieve what I am. And to be on a bodybuilding scene without taking one, do you think I can beat them? You see how big they are, bro. And to achieve that level by just looking natural, bro, I tell you the truth, 20 years or so I cannot go there, bro. 20 years or so. And I tell you the truth, people always say like taking steroids is a shortcut. Nothing is shortcut, bro. Nothing. Okay, people tell me, oh, take steroids, within 6 months you can look like that. Bro, 8 years, bro. Where does 6 months come from? And where does 8 years come from? So people always tell me, oh, bro, my friend tell me, right, take steroids, 6 months can become something. Then I tell, bring your friend down here, I will slap your friend. It take me 8 years, no, bro. 8 years. And then I still work out. It doesn't mean I don't take steroids, I don't work out. I still work hard. Because during when I'm on competition, then I need something to take. Usually to cut myself. I need to take that. So once competition is over, we go through PCT and we clean up our body, we actually have nothing. That is where your maintenance comes. The food that you eat, you know, the workout that you do, whether your diet are balanced or not, the 80-20 diet depends on you. That is where you are actually building muscle instead of fats. But if let's say you stop taking that thing and you start eating junk, you still grow fat, bro. So people always tell me, why you still look the way you are when you are not on prep? I still take care of my food. I still take care of my nutrition. I don't want to get fat. I want to grow muscle, not fat. That is why I always tell people, it's okay to get massive, but not messy. So that's why I am now. So don't ever come to people and just tell them, oh, take steroids and nothing. Actually, it's no good. It's like you are judging a person. I always tell people, before you judge someone, judge yourself first. Whether you are right or you are wrong. And before telling people that, oh, he do this, you must see the suffering that he go through and the suffering that you went. True or not true? So that is where we will make the world better. Yeah? He do whatever he do. You do whatever you do. If you believe in what you say, and he believe in what he say, everybody will live peacefully. So, steroids is very taboo actually. But I always tell people, try not to if you're not competing. If you're not competing, don't take it. Because why? Nothing in this world is for a long run. It's a short run, just a sprint. But if you take steroids but you don't have a balanced diet, everything will go haywire also. You will get fat also. And you will get back where you were last time. Steroids and balanced diet and workout actually works together hand in hand. Yeah, but if you're not going on a competition, you just want to look good, then I always tell them, better don't waste money. You just work out what you have been doing and just do that. Because there's no point. I see it as something unnecessary. Even for me also right now, during my off-season, I'm just not taking anything. I'm just like eating healthy, maintaining what I am, eat healthy, carry weights, working hard, still working hard.
Of course.
Then build muscle during that time. Then when prep, then it will see. But usually, I will not try to use a lot. I will try to use as little as possible, but still putting in the supplements as my priority. Like putting steroids as something that is not priority, but my supplements are priority. So usually my supplements is like 7 or 8 supplements in one go for a com.
My goodness.
And maybe my steroids is like 2. That's it. So people always tell me, oh, you are high on steroids. Then when I tell them, bro, for this com, I'm only taking 2, bro. I say, you take 2, you know that? I say, yeah lah, but the amount of cardio I'm doing, the amount of workout I'm doing, the amount of food I'm eating, the diet I'm doing, the supplements that I take, how am I not supposed to do that? So I tell people, actually steroids is not the main focus. Supplement, food, nutrition, workout. Whether you take or not take, it's your choice. But without taking it also, you are able to achieve what you want. That's what I believe in.
Okay. All right. So, I read somewhere, that you wanted to have your own talk show about travel and food.
That one?
How it is? Huh? No,
No,
no, no,
very
no more, no more.
No more. Because like, I'm not a social media superstar, bro. You know me, bro. I low profile. I do what I do best. Just keeping quiet. Suddenly, poof, appear competition. Then disappear. Then suddenly, poof, appear competition. I just like to keep to myself, bro.
Okay.
I just like to keep to myself. Like, because you have a full-time job, no. To do that and have a full-time job, it's very difficult, bro. It's very difficult. Unless I'm willing to quit my full-time job, then go there. And I think I will never do that because the money that I'm getting is not something that I'm willing to let go. Sure, bro.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So this is the last question. So ultimately, this show is, Funky Fridays with Bo is actually about getting tips and recommendation of what you can do on a Friday night, lah. So you have shared with us your passion. So maybe can you share more about what Friday nights look to you?
You want my Friday night before I compete or after I compete?
Both. It's fine.
Okay, Friday night before I compete. Damn, there's a lot of drinking, man. Whoa. If I don't go back drunk, right, then not Zacky. There's a lot of eating, there's a lot of partying, there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of haywires everywhere. Okay, for right now, for what I am now, Friday nights, because I work shift, you see. Certain Fridays I'm working, certain Fridays I'm off. Okay, usually when I'm my off day, usually I rest at home, then I wake up early to prep my food or sculpting. Then I'm living alone. So I clean up my house, whatever I do. Then I go to the gym, spend 2 hours in the gym, working out, doing my cardio, sculpting. Then go back, eat my food, and rest. Basically, life of a bodybuilder is always the same, bro. It can be mundane sometimes, but you need to love what you do to actually go that far. Because I always tell myself, if you do it as a hobby, it will never last you long. But if you do it as a passion, you will always go further. But for me, it's not a hobby, it's a passion. I love the sport a lot. I love sport. If I put it as a hobby, I'm not willing to go to all the suffering, man. You know for yourself, you work out, how painful your body can be when you're working, right? And then some more our age, bro, to heal that pain sometimes take 2, 3, 4 days. It's like no fun, bro. Usually I always tell people, sometimes you find it funny. I don't know whether you have encountered this. Oh, it's fun going to the gym. People will tell you, what is so fun going to the gym, man? What is so fun going to the gym? Nothing is fun. Now I said, how fun it can be? Oh, you can be with your friends, no talk. Bro, I go to the gym not to talk, no, bro. I go to the gym to work out. Want to talk, go coffee shop, bro, can talk. It's not fun going to the gym. It's never fun. For people like me or you, maybe because you work out also most of the time. We have a certain target that we want. See? So we work out not to have fun, but to achieve our target. And to achieve that target, right, I always tell people it's a very painful process. It's not fun day. There's no fun day.
Yeah, true.
So I always tell people, change their mindset. Change their mindset when they go to the gym. Go to the gym to actually work out. Be healthy. Don't go to the gym just to have fun, just to play with your handphone, play game. Don't do that. Do your workout. Work fast. Target that muscle part. Feel the pain. Go back. Then that is where your fun will begin. You can play game at home or you can go out with your friends. Whatever you want to do, you can do. I always tell people that. But not in the gym. Because why? If you do that in the gym, right, then respect the other gym goers. Sometimes you also experience this. People sit down there for like bloody 20 minutes, don't know do what. Then we behind down there with him. I say, what the hell? Then whenever you come down there, you tell, bro, how many more sets? 3 more sets. From just now, 3 sets never moved, bro. Correct, right? For me, I don't beat around the bush. For me, I'm very direct person in the gym. I go down there, bro, how many more sets? 3 more sets. Bro, from just now, 3 more sets, bro. I think you take your 3 more sets, go home better. Don't waste my time. Because we need to work out fast. We need to get it done. That is where we know that our muscle is working. Because once your muscle start to rest, right, bro, then why the hell are you working out for? You don't feel the burn. So I always tell people, go to the gym, work that muscle up, tear that muscle up, feel the burn, feel the pain, go back, let the muscle hit. That is where you are actually building muscle. If you want to build finger muscle, stay at home. Especially during this time.
Okay. So one last advice for aspiring bodybuilders out there.
In my years of competing for 8 years, right? Actually, I've seen a lot of people joining competition. One or two competition disappear. There's a few of us that are actually competing still now. I respect those who are still competing until now because I know it's not an easy process. So kudos to them for doing what they do best, you know. But for those who want to join this competition, take it as a long run. Don't do it. Just don't do something that I want to show someone that I can do this. Do it for the run. Do it for yourself. One thing I want to tell people: if you want to join a competition or anything, don't ever look up to someone. Look up at yourself. Put yourself as your own motivation. Push yourself forward. Don't do it because of somebody. Do it for yourself. And don't ever give up. Champions are not made in a day. Grease are not made in a day. It takes years to achieve to where you are. It takes years for me to achieve actually first place. And am I giving up? No, I'm not giving up. Because I know it takes a long run. That's why I always tell people, actually, those who never win competition but actually still competing until now, they are the real champion. Because why? They are still working hard. And nobody can work as hard as them. Because why? They want to be a champ. So I always tell people, the real danger of competing, right, is someone that has never won a competition. Because their hunger is there. You see? So I always tell people, to be a bodybuilder, get your passion first. And don't ever think there is a shortcut to everything. Nothing is short, bro. Everything takes years. Everything is a long run. And first of all, before you inspire to be a bodybuilder or anything, find a good coach. Find a good coach that can lead you. And when you know that the coach is good, like myself, I know my coach because he's my best friend. Stick with that coach. Don't change too often. Because for a coach to know your body, it doesn't take one competition. It takes years. And to me, where I've already stick to this coach for 8 years, and we have seen my body change in every competition that we go in. Okay? Every competition that I go in, right, I look different. You see my Instagram photos or Facebook photos. You see the competition that I win. Every time I change. I chase for that. I chase to get better. And that's why I believe in one coach. And have a good supporting system. Without a good supporting system, I think nobody can last long. So have your base right first, have your core right first, then go for it. And go for something as long as possible. It's not easy, true, it's not easy. I also tell myself, I actually promised myself I only will do this for maybe 2 or 3 competitions, but I've already joined 7. I don't know why, but I just love doing it. Love something first. Try to love that sport before going all out. And also, please don't have fun inside the gym. To inspiring bodybuilders, don't have fun inside the gym.
Gym is like a torture chamber.
Yes, true.
Okay, all right. That sums up our conversation. Thank you, Zacky, for the interesting and engaging conversation for the past hour or so. Through this conversation, we basically know a bit about bodybuilding, and most importantly, thank you for sharing with us your journey. And it is indeed very inspiring to know that at 35, you have decided to change and transform yourself to where you are now. Respect to you, bro. I really learned a lot from this conversation, and I do hope the listeners out there also learn a thing or two about passion, change, and transformation, and never giving up on your dream like what Zacky is doing now. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the title of the show is very apt, if I must say. Life is like an underwear, change is good. Yes, indeed. Isn't it nice to wear fresh underwear every day? Change is good, right?
Especially underwear. No PPL, bro. No PPL.
No PPL. So for those of you out there, never give up on your dreams and things that you are passionate about. Like Zacky, he chased his dreams to achieve where he is today. So if you are dreaming right now, let's make it an effort and try to make it come true. And you may take baby steps, like he said, and fall along the way, but never give up on your dreams. All right. Thank you, Zacky. Thank you, viewers. Thank you so much for all this, Zacky. Thank you. Stay safe, stay well, and stay anxious on the election results later, which will be coming up soon.
hope you know what I mean.
All right, man. Thank you,
Okay,
Zacky.
see you.
Till the next episode of Funky Fridays with Bo. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Then head on over to iTunes and Spotify and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. If you have any other questions, suggestions, or feedback, do head over right now to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Twitch to like, share, and get involved. Till then, enjoy the rest of the weekend and do catch the next episode of Funky Fridays with Bo next week.